My name's Aaron. Welcome back to my channel. How are you? I'm fantastic and doing really well. And today I'm viewing Mancera Holidays. Fantastic. This price was all over the place. It was between 74 and 84 for 120ml. Notes are coconut, bergamot, ylang ylang, gardenia, sea notes, white musk, vanilla, sandalwood. Do we have our bottles of Holidays by Mancera? Are we engaged with our higher self? Let's get testing. So I hate this little baggy thing. Ugh, it's so horrible. The texture is gross. But the bottle's pretty. I don't know why they put it in that. I wouldn't put it in that personally. Oh, very nice atomizer. That is strong. This reminds me of the Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. Dead on. So that's immediately what I got. A little bit stronger, I think, a little bit more airy, but kind of dead on in the ballpark. I don't know anything about this house, but I think the one I reviewed back was a little bit like the Perfume de Marly one, that cedar one, that one. Is this a dupe house? Or is this sort of like an inspiration of all that stuff? I don't know anything about them. Please leave your things below about them. I really don't know anything about them at all. But this is kind of quite close to it. This is benzoyl salicylate. It's a clean floral note that's crystalline at room temperature. It can be a really nice top note, and it can give the smell of sunscreen when mixed with linalool, vanillin, ethyl vanillin, and then lily of the valley raw materials, something like Florosa, hydrocitronellel, or Trillis. That one's the drier one. And as I've mentioned lots of times before, the lily of the valley raw materials I see as a scale. And you have on the top really, really soft, like Florosa. And then you have a Magnolian, which is quite masculine. And at the bottom you have Trillis, and they go up and down. And that is what you're smelling in this. Oh, it's a little bit too close to my liking, I've got to say that. It smells clean, fresh suntan lotion. I think it smells very, very similar. What do you all think about that? Do you think it does? I haven't got all the fragrances around me, so I don't really know, but it immediately made me think of that. On to my final thoughts. Very strong. It's got that sort of like coconutty, peachy quality, and that is the aldehydes. And that is the C18 aldehyde, and that's what's quite apparent in this. Benzoyl salicylate can smell plasticky, high amounts if you don't finesse it, if you don't deal with it properly. And this to me smells like plastic suntan lotion with sort of coconut in it. You can assimilate a gardenia note with a sort of ylang ylang and sort of other sort of floral notes in there, other citruses in there. The dry down isn't very nice at all, not my thing at all, but I imagine some people are going to absolutely love this, to be honest with you. Yeah, safe, legal, compliant, very, very long lasting, very, very projecting. So that's obviously awesome if you like it. The price, really good value for money. Do you like it? I don't like it. It reminds me too much of that Tom Ford fragrance for my liking. I mean, it smells so similar, but in this aspect, the Tom Ford fragrance was, I think, better, much, much more dense, much, much more long lasting. But the Tom Ford fragrance was a little bit too expensive, but this is the correct price for it, if you get what I mean. But the Tom Ford fragrance had a much, much more complexivity to it, but it's reminded me dead on it, to be perfectly honest with you. Yeah, I'm very curious as to if this house is a dupe house, or if it all takes inspiration from sort of really big selling fragrances. I'm very, very curious as to that, actually. So love for that review, thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating, interesting content. Lots of moving hands, lots of fragrance views. Hope you're staying safe and well, and I'll see you soon.